Greetings, River Lady here. I'm banging out the videos, and I'll start this video the same way I started the Astilbe rescue video. In case you didn't watch that video, I want to thank everyone for their well wishes and blessings for me while I was battling COVID-19. I'm starting this video by also giving you a view of my ducks and my pair of geese. No goslings yet, but I'm hopeful. Okay, so this video is the third season, second episode of Hydrangea 911. Let's get going. Our little hydrangea is doing great. Beautiful green leaves, leaf bud on the old wood. So we don't know what type of hydrangea this is, other than it's a mop head. That I know because the spent blossoms I removed from it when my neighbor gave me this plant. I'm going to feed my little hydrangea today, but before I do that, I'm going to prune it back. Zephyrus is certainly blowing up a storm today, so I took the wind chime down. Okay, our little hydrangea is all pruned, and now I'm going to feed her. I took a master gardening class back in December, and one of the things the presenter mentioned was to just give your hydrangeas compost and peat moss. The peat moss will help to keep the soil acidic if you want to adjust the blossom colors, and the compost will feed the hydrangea, and you don't need to actually use plant food. So I'm going to do that for this little hydrangea. I'm running an experiment this year. Once you've put the peat moss and compost around the plant, you just want to work it in like you would have your extended release plant food. The peat moss will also help to retain water, and the compost will feed my little plant. Not manure. You don't want to use manure on your hydrangeas because it's too high in nitrogen, and that also be a reason why your hydrangea is not blooming, if it's not blooming. And I did go into things like that in my video on why didn't my hydrangea bloom. Okay, so we're not using manure, we're using compost and sphagnum moss. Okay, wow, brain's going. So at this point, I am going to end this video. I have nothing else to give you. Thank you for watching. Check back later to see what our little hydrangea is doing. Remember to subscribe, and happy gardening. Ha, you thought I was gone. I'm not. I forgot to tell you that you want to water around your plant after you've put the compost and the sphagnum moss into the soil, unless it's going to rain. And then you don't have to water around it. All right, now I'm done. Thank you again. Bye.